Should Alexander Volkanovski get an immediate rematch once he's ready to come back? Let's discuss this very critical topic in this video, guys. Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum, Habibi.
If you know me, you know I'm not the biggest fan of those rematches just because you were a dominant champion. Now let me break it down for you guys.
Here's the thing, you guys.
The big point why in this case for Volk, and this is not my final answer, wait until the end, but a big point for this case why Volk should not get a title shot immediately again is this. If you, for example, Strickland, you might have heard me saying Strickland should get a rematch against CDP. Why? Because it was such a razor-thin fight and I thought Strickland won, and I believe if you lose your title by a little hair, you should get your chance for that to right the wrongs, you know what I mean? Especially, that doesn't apply to Strickland, but especially for a guy like Volk. For example, Volk has been a dominant champion for years. If Volk would have lost by decision, I would say 100% run it back, unless it was a decision like Izzy Strickland where he beats the crap out of him for 5 rounds. But a close decision, I'm always like, okay, give him the rematch because he can right the wrongs, you know what I mean? Close decisions are always a critical thing. But you can even make the argument if it's a knockout Aldo Connor style where it's like the first shot, you could say, lucky shot. But the way Topuria beat Volk on the judges' scorecards, yeah, Volk won the first round. Damage-wise, Topuria landed more damage in the first round as well. Volk just landed more volume. Topuria systematically beat Volk down. Topuria was having a perfect game plan, staying calm, composed, tracking Volk down, putting him against the fence and unleashed on him and knocked him out cold. And I do believe that if you get knocked out cold like that by a guy, and especially some people would say, yeah, but he ruled the division for so long. I would say, yeah, that's exactly the point. Now we have fresh blood. We want the division to move on. You don't want the division to finally move on with Topuria winning the belt and then say, no, we go right away back and give Volk a chance to make the division not boring, but the same as the last 5 years again. You know what I mean? So I think if you get finished like that, you shouldn't get a rematch. But wait a second. The thing is with Volk now, look, first of all, he should take time off anyways. But there's the argument, hey, whenever he's ready to come back, he should get the title shot. And why I think that that's kind of the only thing as of right now, as of how the division is right now, that makes sense is every other guy that is there, other than Ivloev, who is one of the most boring fighters ever, Volk beat already. Otherwise, I would say, hey, look, if Holloway Volk would have only happened one time and Holloway loses to Gaethje, I would say, hey, let's make Volk Holloway again, winner gets a title shot. Because it needs, if Volk has another fight and a title shot, we have to be honest, we have to honor Volk. It needs to be a big fight.
Big stuff, like big steak, and I like big checks, big money. Let's go down a fight.
That's why Ivloev makes no sense. Why should he fight a boring decision guy that has zero hype? Like, it needs to be a big fight if Volk fights someone else than the champion. But there's not really anything that makes sense. Yeah, Josh Emmett, he never fought Josh Emmett. Do you really want to see Volk versus Josh Emmett? Is that the fight that's big enough, intriguing or anything? The only thing that would be there would be like Volk Holloway, Volk Yair, if Yair then beats Brian Ortega, or Ortega if Ortega beats Yair. But those already happened and they ended pretty clearly, you know what I mean? So that's the problem with that situation. Otherwise, I would 100% be on the camp of, hey, he doesn't deserve an immediate rematch. He should get another fight on this belt. I'm not a fan of, yeah, but in the past he had several defenses. Yeah, but this sport is what have you done for me recently, as hard as it may sound. And as much as Volk was a company man, he's on a 2-fight losing streak. That's also a big factor. Yeah, it was short notice. Who cares? The sport is ruthless. The sport is what have you done for me recently. And the facts don't care about, the stats don't care about if it was short notice or not. You have been knocked out. One time cold, one time warm, but you were knocked out. You have been knocked out twice in a row. How should a guy that's been knocked out twice in a row get a title shot? You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to argue, in my opinion. But in that special situation where the whole division, as of how it stands right now, February 2024, there's no one there for Volk, so you probably would have to give him the rematch against Topuria if once he's ready to come back. Now, worst case, in a way, would be interesting and funny, but also kind of fucked up. Let's say Holloway beats Gaethje at 300, then Holloway fights Topuria in summer in Spain, beats Topuria, then Holloway is the champ, and then Holloway versus Volk again. You know what I mean? That would kind of be really weird, but I would be down for it. I think my final conclusion is, yeah, Volk should get, if the division stays as of how it is right now, Volk should get a rematch once he's ready to come back. If he loses that, that's it. No more rematch, title shot, whatever, just retire with all love and respect. But I would also not be mad at all if Volk has to fight some contender, because I do believe, as I said, 2-fight losing streak, knockout streak as well. Division has to move on. And I definitely want to see Topuria defend against someone else first before Volk comes back. I think Volk should take time out until the end of the year and then maybe think about a potential rematch. So that is my opinion. Write your opinion in the comments, guys. Which camp are you on? A or B? Write in the comments, guys. I would love to have a discussion. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, guys. I'd appreciate that. Check out the Bloodsport merch, bloodshop.net, link in bio. Stay bloody, you guys. And until the next one, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.